Hello, and welcome back to this edition of Burgers and Fries. We also have a new panelist with us today. So on top of myself, Anthony, and TimberWolf, also known as Greg, and on top of Tony, aka TT Burger 88, we have Deviluke with us, also known as Mikey. Say hello, Deviluke.
Hey guys, it's me.
It's just you?
Yeah, I also make animations in my spare channel, Unison Galaxy.
There you go. So we'll be sure to check out his animations and stuff on his channel. So we are in the spirit of the holidays. Would you agree, gentlemen?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
As this recording is December 17th, about a week till Christmas Eve and 8 days till Christmas Day. The Christmas is coming up really, really fast, faster than you think.
Yeah, shit. That's 5 days before my birthday.
Well, happy
God
early
damn, I'm
birthday.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
We all are.
When is your birthday?
December 22nd. That's right. So in the spirit of Christmas, we're going to talk about some of our favorite Christmas movies, specials, whatever, as well as some of our not so favorite Christmas movie or specials. You wanted to talk about this podcast because you really wanted to go over the stuff you don't like, but you got to be positive in the holidays.
Mhm.
So talk about a Christmas movie or special that you actually do really like.
I'll start with my favorite. You guys are going to be shocked with this about my favorite Christmas movie. I know this is going to surprise everybody. My favorite Christmas movie of all time is Meet Me in St. Louis, starring Judy Garland from 1944. That's pretty much an all-season film, but there's a Christmas part and that makes it a Christmas movie. And why do I like that movie as my favorite? It's simple. I like musicals. I'm a big fan of Judy Garland. The story has a realistic feel to it, and me being a Judy Garland fan, I guess I was a little biased there, but it's one of my favorite films. It's one of my favorite Christmas films of all time.
You're a Judy Garland fan and you're not gay? How does that work?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's it's a stereotypical joke.
Oh, I get
yes. No. You can love Judy Garland. You can love whoever you want. You can like what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Greg, okay, about one of your favorite Christmas movies. Your favorite Christmas movie is
No, The Polar Express and Shazam.
Shazam?
Shazam.
The Shaquille O'Neal movie is a Christmas movie?
That's Kazam.
Oh, god damn it. You're right. So Shazam, the superhero movie, is a Christmas movie?
Well, it's centered around Christmas. Does that count?
Yeah, I count.
Well, I guess, you know what? I guess it does count. So what was the other one you listed?
The Polar Express.
Okay, so why do you like The Polar Express?
It being an adaptation from the book, which they kind of expanded a lot in the film and all that. I also like the songs from it. My favorite song from that movie was Believe. I forgot what his name was, but it sometimes kind of brings tears to my eyes every time I hear it around Christmas time.
Fair enough. And then you like you like Shazam as a Christmas movie because it's centered around Christmas?
Well, for one thing, Shazam is the original Captain Marvel, and the Shazam movie kind of says something about family is not being related by blood or anything.
All right. So, Mikey, all right, you've had some time to think. What are some of your favorite Christmas movies?
I think for me, for the greatest or best movies I've seen was How Did the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Which one?
The animated or the one with Jim Carrey?
I think the live action one. I remember seeing that the most.
The Jim Carrey one. You like that one? Okay. So what do you remember? What do you like about that one?
I know it's gonna sound weird, but it has to do more with I see myself as the Grinch since I was always seen as an outcast, and seeing him looking at other people having fun, it just made me like stutter and smile that there's somebody like me back then.
No, that's cool. There's parts of the Jim Carrey movie I do like. The makeup's awesome in that one. And then the scene where the Grinch tries to, he rips the tablecloth off and he does it in such perfect way, everything's still on. So 10 seconds later, in perfect timing, he goes back and shoves everything off. That part makes me laugh every single time.
My favorite part of that movie is that song by Faith Hill. You know, "Where Are You Christmas?" I know it's sung by Cindy Lou in the movie. I like that. That's some of my favorite parts of the movie.
Do you know what the actress who played Cindy Lou does now?
What?
She's a full-grown adult now. She is the singer of her own rock band, The Pretty Reckless.
She's the lead singer of The Pretty Reckless? That's her?
That's her. That is her.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm actually surprised about that when I first heard about it.
I like rock. I'm more of a metal guy, but from what I've heard from The Pretty Reckless, it sounds good.
About that Jim Carrey version of the movie. Well, as a direct whole, it kind of talks about, when you said that people want material items and all that, and when people get done with it, they just send in the garbage to his place.
Good
Yeah, I
commentary.
remember that.
I like that. Like, imagine in that town, like, you know how kids will get puppies or kittens for Christmas, and then 3 weeks later they discard them? Imagine if the movie takes a dark turn with a bunch of puppies being in that garbage pile.
Funny you said a dark twist on the movie because they're actually making a horror film of the Grinch called The Mean One, I think.
What?
Yep.
They are. I've heard about that.
Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid.
Why?
When
How is that stupid?
The Grinch is a Christmas icon character, not a horror Halloween character.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Okay, so you have The Nightmare Before Christmas. What do you consider that? A Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
I consider it a Halloween miss movie, Halloween and Christmas.
Apparently, it's going to take place in Christmas. It's just the costume set. It does not look up to par like the Jim Carrey one. What I've seen.
Okay, they've done a horror movie of Santa Claus starring Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
And Anthony, I was going to mention that there's actually 2 animated versions of the Grinch.
Oh yeah, I remember that too.
Are you the original Dr. Seuss, and then I think they made a CGI Grinch, right?
Yep.
Right. Well,
There's another one.
I haven't really bothered with that one.
Well, as I do recall from the CGI one, I think from what fans are putting out, that one was really horrible.
I never saw it.
I didn't even know it existed.
I have no opinion on it. I've never seen it. Okay, so some of my favorite Christmas movies. All right, you ready for this one?
Let's hear it, Anthony.
Okay. Traditional Christmas movie. It would National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Holiday Road.
Not only that, but I think that's one that I like watching with my family every single year. Another Christmas movie. You probably have never heard of this movie, but it's called Fubar 2: Balls to the Wall. It's basically about a couple of drunk Canadian metalheads. You know, it's done in like a mockumentary style, but it's something that I watch with my brother because he just discovered it one day on TV, and we just laughed our ass off. And every single time we watch the movie together, we're always laughing our ass off at the movie. So it's called Fubar 2: Balls to the Wall. You don't even have to see the first Fubar to understand it. You just got to understand a couple of idiots, all shenanigans break loose. I have to list that one. Okay, so National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. The whole dinner scene is amazing when they bring everybody there. The dry turkey is something that always gets brought up because one Thanksgiving that my family did, we actually rented a table. So we had a huge Thanksgiving, and my dad, for whatever reason, decides to try a new recipe and a new cooking method, and he makes the driest goddamn turkey you would have ever tasted.
Yuck.
And anytime you see that dry turkey in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, it instantly makes me think of the turkey my dad made that one. It's been over 10 years, maybe even 15 at this point. He's never lived that one down.
Ouch.
It always gets brought up. Okay, so, and then non-traditional Christmas, it's going to be a tie between Die Hard and Batman Returns.
Oh, I thought
I knew it.
I thought you were going to say Lethal Weapon, huh?
Oh, Lethal Weapon's great too. That's another great Christmas movie.
It is.
But no, Die Hard's a great Christmas one, but I also love Batman Returns. It's actually my favorite of all the Batman movies, period, is that one.
I knew you were going to say that.
You knew I was going to say that because you've heard me say it before?
Well, it is around Christmas time, isn't it?
That's right. It's around Christmas time. And you know what? You opened up the door, bud, when you said Shazam was a Christmas movie and you said it counts. So yeah, Batman Return counts. Fuck you guys.
I'm surprised you didn't list up like Home Alone or any of those.
Oh, Home Alone's great. I love you get to the scenes of the booby traps in the end. That stuff's all great. The second one has its moments well, especially when Harry had his head full of kerosene and dumps it and makes the whole apartment building explode.
Yeah, that's the best part. But did you ever?
And you know what? By the way, I never heard Hillary Clinton help Kevin in the Palace Hotel, but Donald Trump did.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna mention that, but
Well, I hope no one did see the Sweet Home Alone or anything because that movie was terrible.
well,
Oh,
Home Alone.
I haven't seen any of them past 2. Like I've seen 1 and 2. Never bothered with 3 or whatever. They
Home
are
Alone,
what they
yeah,
are.
just take it from me. Home Alone 3 is terrible. I liked it as a kid because it was the first Home Alone movie I ever saw. But I realized when I saw the other two, yeah, the third one is awful.
So Mikey, okay, the stuff that we've just listed, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, all right. Anything that you agree with, or you want any other Christmas movies that you like that you want to bring up?
This is not really a Christmas movie. It's more of a episode special, I guess.
That's fine. Those count.
It's like an 80s anime, I guess, which is called Urusu Yatsurai Episode 10, the Christmas Eve Party.
Okay.
Well, if it's just
Never
Christmas,
heard of it.
then it counts.
Yeah. I know this year, like in fall, they remade that anime into like a new show or something like that.
Oh God. Okay. So now we're going into episode stuff. One of my favorite Christmas episodes was the Dexter's Laboratory one, where Dexter is so convinced that his parents are Santa. When the real Santa shows up, he goes on into a chase and he starts blasting him down. Like that one, I remember just making me look. Come back here, Dad. Like something I quote with my nephew J-Map all the time. So yeah, that one I remember. Any other episodes of Christmas specials that you remember liking?
I do.
Not the ones you dislike yet. I know the one you want to talk about, Tony.
No,
Yeah.
I know. If it's one Christmas episode I do like, it's the anime Shirobako. I love that. That's one of my favorite anime Christmas episodes. I know you all probably never heard of Shirobako, but the Christmas special is definitely one of my favorite Christmas anime episodes ever.
All right. So we're pretty good with what we like. Are we ready to talk about the episodes of the Christmas movies we don't like or think are overrated? Are we good to go there, folks?
I'm ready if you are.
Yes.
All right. So, Tony?
The most overrated Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. I can't tell you.
What?
I cannot.
Why?
Because
I agree with Tony on this.
Uh-oh. Greg actually agrees with Tony for a fucking change. What the fuck?
Wow,
It's a Christmas miracle.
But it sure.
And I love the Festivus episode of Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
I think that movie's just overrated and just kind of boring or something.
It's overrated, Greg. 'Cause, like, they play that movie nonstop every Christmas Eve, 24 hours, and the fact that people, I understand it's a classic, but if like, I've seen better Christmas movies than this. I mean, the kid gets a Red Ryder era, but I understand about the leg lamp. We have one of those leg lamps in our house too and stuff. But
And yet you still call the movie overrated, and you still say you don't like the movie.
I still don't like the movie because I think it's overrated because I see it way too much and it pretty much destroyed the movie for me and just...
What's wrong? But what's wrong with the movie itself? I understand overplaying. Like Metallica's Enter Sandman is overplayed, but that doesn't mean I hate the song.
What's wrong with the movie? Oh, it's a lot of stuff. Like, the main character, Ralphie, is a complete total wuss and a wimp. All he cares about throughout the whole film is wanting that Red Ryder BB gun after everyone warns him, you'll shoot your eye out. Lo and behold, he does shoot his eye off, and he breaks his glasses and cries like a baby because he broke his glasses, and like, of course,
he didn't cry because he broke his glasses. Dude, he faked it. And you can't call Ralphie a wuss because he's the one who took down Scott Farkas and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, but he starts crying afterwards.
What movie are you fucking watching? No, he's crying when he realizes he's in trouble because his mom caught him. She didn't
really get in trouble. She just told him to lay down.
Yeah, because he thought he was afraid of what would happen when his dad found out. What kid wouldn't be afraid of what would happen when I'm in trouble. Good God, Tony, you consider that to be a wuss?
Yes, I do. In that movie,
what
yes.
What the fuck, Tony?
All the kids were wimps, and also Ralphie's kind of a jerk too, because he and his friend put Flick up the stick in his tongue on the pole, and his tongue got stuck. I mean,
yeah, because he was trying to win a bet. That wasn't Ralphie's fault. That was the other kid that made the bet on him.
Well, he still went along and just left him out there.
You're right. I can get you there. Yeah, he was kind of a dick there. But yeah, calling him a wuss, even though he stood up to his bully, he cries because, he's afraid of getting in trouble. And he
Oh well, but you gotta admit though, some of the other characters are not that better either. Like the mother
No, the
overdressing.
dad's awesome. Every
No,
time
that's
the
not about the
dad
mother.
speaks is awesome.
I'm talking about the mother who overdressed Bradley in like 15 layers of clothes where he couldn't even move his arms
You mean
down.
Randy?
Randy. Sorry.
What movie are you guys watching? You can't get the characters right. You can't even get the scenes right, Tony. Jesus, man. If you're going to critique a movie, get the scenes right.
Just saying, but like, Greg, what other reasons did you not like A Christmas Story?
That's it. Yeah, get Greg the gang up on me because you can't stand your ground, Tony. That's fantastic.
Hey,
Well, I just never really got into the movie. What Tony said here is just being overplayed and just being overrated.
I can agree with you there. Yes, the 24-hour marathon has been done to death. I get you there.
For every Christmas, the last 15, 20 years now, or something like that, or maybe even longer, it just keeps playing. I mean, who's gonna want to watch a movie 24 hours back to back to back? That's like putting a song, the most overrated song, on for 24 hours, and
Like
I'm
the
sure
Mariah Carey thing.
it's same with Elf. That's another movie I cannot stand. Is Elf, but I'll talk about that later.
What's wrong with Elf?
He's
Grab
so
the
annoying.
popcorn. Grab the popcorn, Mikey. Let's hear Greg and Tony argue about Elf.
Yeah, well, Elf is Buddy is so annoying. I can't stand his character. I mean, and his father is an unlikable jerk. The brother is cool, and Zoe's hot. And I guess I'll say that.
Well, I can be annoying at times.
Yeah, but compared to you're nothing compared to Buddy. Buddy is way worse.
And, well, even though I will agree that the dad is a jerk in that movie, but, at the end, he was able to soften up and all that.
I guess so, but still, like
Isn't James Caan Will Ferrell's dad in that movie?
From what I heard, I did hear that Will Ferrell and I forgot what the other guy's name was. Those two never got along.
him and the dad, him and the father, care to play the father.
Yes.
Oh, I figured.
It is James Caan. Yeah, he was Sonny in The Godfather. Yeah, that's the kind of character that he plays all the time. The tough guy who has to soften later.
But can I mention the other one? This is I'm sure Anthony is ready to hear what I'm about to say about this one. The direct-to-video special, Alpha's Magical Christmas.
Are you two done about Elf?
Yes, we are done about Elf.
Come on, Greg. You got to get some kind of strong point back. You got to get back at Tony for saying there's something wrong with Elf. All right, I'm whatever. So, in terms of Alpha's Magical Christmas, Tony, you're just saying you don't like it, or you're saying it's overrated? What's going on?
I don't like it, and you and I tried to make a commentary on that, but my recorder was doing some things, so we never really got the commentary out.
That's the fun. Yeah, that's the thing about that is you decided to let's check this out. I'd never seen it before, and as it turns out, it's just kids singing Christmas songs.
With Elf, with the Power Rangers coming in at the very end, and Tommy, the White Ranger's wearing his Green Ranger costume.
That wasn't even but that's not the worst part. The worst part was just listening to the Christmas songs. Like, if I want to have a Power Rangers Christmas special, I'm not thinking of a special where you have a bunch of fucking kids sing Christmas songs with a side character that half the audience found annoying. Like, how about the Power Rangers save Christmas, or go on a mission to save Christmas or because Santa's been kidnapped by Lord Zed or by Rita or whatever. Like, that would have been passable. All right, not what the fuck these guys thought. And I imagine kids buying that because you said it was a straight to VHS type of thing. Imagine kids buy, oh yeah, Power Rangers Christmas, and it's just that.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
God, that was torture having to watch that.
Yeah, Richard Horvitz, the actor who voiced Alpha, he said he enjoyed being in that special because he got to sing and that he liked it. But
that's because he got to be the center of attention for once.
Yeah. But you do have to admit though, like Ahmed Richard Horvitz is a good singer, but the kids sing, and it would have been nice if he was singing those songs by himself. It probably would have been a little bit better.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry, whatever.
Well, I'm just saying there because it's just that we didn't even talk about the plot. The plot is
the house with house of holly.
And also, if we didn't mention, we should mention the plot is that Alpha is lonely.
We don't need to mention the fucking plot. We don't need to mention anything more about it.
Well, we should mention. Well, the Power Rangers do show up at the very end, but it's only half the Rangers.
I've just said what the fucking thing was. The majority of it was kids singing Christmas songs There is no fucking plot to it.
Tommy, Kimberly, and Billy show up at the end.
Good God, Tony. What? Why do we need to keep mentioning more about it?
Because, never mind. But I have one more special that I did that I'm going to talk about that I did not like. And I'm sure everyone knows about this one. We Wish You a Turtle Christmas, the Ninja Turtles Christmas special.
Of course you didn't like it. No, it was meant to be lame.
Yeah, but too lame.
It's a live action one, right?
Yes, it's a live action one where the Turtles are about to give a gift to Splinter, so they end up singing Christmas songs that have like pizza references and just like they change the lyrics to them.
Yeah, but in the Turtles' defense, at least they made it more like a Turtles thing.
Not really, because it's got all these annoying kids in it and stuff at the end singing with the turtles and stuff. It's almost as bad as that Turtle Tunes special that they had where they're singing songs like the Don't Talk to Strangers song and stuff. And
I think I've only seen 15 minutes of that Christmas one.
Just be glad you didn't see the whole thing, but like it's just all the turtles had the same personality. They were all like they all acted like all the turtles were dumbasses in it and stuff, and the costumes were terrible. And especially when you hear stuff like Deck the Halls with Pepperoni, No Be Bope and No Rock Steady, fa la 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 la. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but at least they made it seem like it was a Turtles Christmas special. All right.
But
all right. So we've gone over some specials that Tony has said he doesn't like. All right, Greg, what are some Christmas specials or movies that you do not like or think are overrated?
I remember a while back that people used to be obsessed over the Star Wars holiday special. I saw it once. I was like, yeah, I was like, what's the big deal? And once I saw it, I was like, it's very bland. There's nothing special about it. A little boring.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean by that, because that movie was so bad, especially because Carrie Fisher was stoned out on drugs during that. They can clearly tell when she's singing that awful song. And of course, with Mark Hamill, they put a lot of makeup on him to hide his injuries from a bad car accident.
Wait, hold on. Was that live action or animated?
Live action.
It was actually, there was an animated segment in it that was the canonical introduction of Boba Fett. People were probably thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be a Star Wars Christmas movie or whatever, and it was like a variety show with musical numbers and animated segments, like a Jefferson Starship music video. There's the one where you could make a joke on it. It was like, oh, it's Chewbacca's grandpa's watching Wookiee porn.
Yeah,
you got B. Arthur in it. You got Art Carney that's in it. I think Harvey Korman's in it.
And
Tony, it barely has anything to do with Star Wars. Like it was one of those things where George Lucas was ashamed of.
Yeah, but like it seems like all the actors, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, didn't even want to be there.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. But yeah, good of you, Mikey, to bring up the Star Wars Holiday Special.
How about I forgot that one?
Yeah, to this point, it's the only non-Star Wars thing that's on Disney Plus. Even the Wookiee cartoons and all that droid stuff is on Disney Plus, except the Holiday Special.
It's not on the Holiday Special's not on Disney Plus.
No, everything with the exception of that special is on Disney Plus now.
And again, that's because Lucas is so ashamed of how that special went. Okay, so now let's go on something here. What about Christmas movies or technical Christmas movies that that the general public hated, but you actually liked?
That's a tough one on me. I really don't know. I don't think I have one.
Same here.
Okay. Well, actually, the Jim Carrey Grinch was a movie that not a lot of people liked, but the four of us have said, "Nah, we liked it."
A lot of people didn't like Home Alone 2. A lot of people did not.
I liked Home Alone 2.
That's two
for what it was.
That's two of them. And
well, I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for this. Honestly, I do kind of like Home Alone 3.
That's okay. It's your opinion.
You're not gonna get heat. You're not gonna get heat from it.
Well,
you might get a Scud missile, but not heat.
Like, I think I can understand for what are coming from about Home Alone 3, but to me, I just think it's just an okay film. That's all.
Okay. Die Hard 2 is also kind of a Christmas movie, but not a lot of people like the second Die Hard, and I liked it.
It wasn't that bad. The first one was better, but I didn't have a problem with the second one.
Well, the first one's amazing. The second one's still good.
Yeah. This the third one is where everything started going downhill.
I don't know if people necessarily dislike the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies, but I like them. They're a guilty pleasure of mine.
I only saw the first one, so I can't really say anything.
The first one's fine. The second one is actually a decent romantic comedy because he has to get married in the second one. The third one, yeah, you can skip that one. But even the Disney Plus TV series, I enjoyed. You remember, Greg, you had an idea like, oh, you should do a TV special where you do a different Santa Claus, or like, what was your idea?
You have like a movie called The Next Santa Claus or something like that. But you mentioned yourself that Disney has already beaten me to it.
They kind of experimented with it. Now, I don't want to give too much of a spoiler, but yeah, the new Santa Claus series with Tim Allen does kind of like, hey, explore the idea of a successor to Santa, and it also explores the idea of past Santas, like past reincarnations and whatnot. So there's some, like, the ideas that you brought up to me before we recorded, like, they already did it. Samson's did it.
I know what joke you're saying there, and yes, I saw that episode.
We didn't really get a chance to mention those stop motion, especially like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus Coming to Town, and Little Drum Boy. Did you ever see those? The ones
I never really saw them. Saw them.
Yeah, I saw
you
them.
You did it?
I did in my old job where they forced me to watch them.
Why did they mean where was this at?
It was at a hotel where I was supposed to look out like this room where the kids used to go in, but since the hotel was dead because, again, the recession last year, I used to just sit around in an empty playroom and just watch the drummer kid,
Little Drummer Boy,
Frosty the Snowman, the 70s version, and Frozen.
I think Frozen is overrated at this point.
I agree. Yeah,
Do you even consider Frozen to be a Christmas movie? I mean, it's a winter movie.
Well,
and yes, I do think Frozen's overrated.
Well, I did like it at first, but I think after Frozen 2, I don't know what direction they're taking.
I never really saw Frozen 2, all right? But when I remember seeing Frozen with my ex. We saw it in the theaters together, and went, yeah, this actually is better than I thought it would. Yeah, that Let It Go song's amazing. But then everybody did Let It Go videos. Everybody did Let It Go covers, and everywhere you looked was Let It Go.
Yeah.
Then the movie got overrated.
Yeah, everyone did covers of Let It Go, including Kids Bop.
It was like you said.
Yeah, fuck Kids Bop.
It was like you said. How SpongeBob became the biggest hit on the planet. There were SpongeBob flamethrowers, planes, like how he said on your old Nickelodeon video.
SpongeBob the Edible Panties.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, SpongeBob Christmas Who, where they first learned about Santa Claus and everything. I remember that one too. And but then Santa doesn't come, and SpongeBob gets so depressed, and Squidward disguises himself as Santa and pretty much gives all the people speaking out everything in his house.
I'm gonna be honest.
I love the Johnny Bravo one where Johnny Bravo has to do Santa's duties.
Never saw Johnny Bravo.
That's your own fault.
I didn't get Cartoon Network until 2004.
I know what episode you're talking about, Anthony, and
yeah.
They actually did a sequel to that episode.
Oh, I gotta go back and find it then.
What about It's a Wonderful Life?
Yes, Married with Children. All of the Christmas specials they did on that series were great, including the two-parter where it was a parody of It's a Wonderful Life, where Sam Kinison was the guardian angel.
Oh, I never saw that one, but I do know
that one was great.
I do know of It's a Wonderful Life because that's one of my favorite songs with the Christmas Carol and Miracle on 34th Street. Those the original ones are all amazing. Well, of course, there were some Christmas Carol ones I liked, like the Disney one where Scrooge McDuck was Ebenezer Scrooge and Mickey was tiny.
I like the Muppet Christmas Carol. I thought that one was fun.
I only saw part of it, but do you know which one I'm talking about? The one with the Mickey Christmas Carol one, the one where with Scrooge McDuck in it, and
no, but did anybody see the CGI Christmas Carol where Jim Carrey was Scrooge?
Nope, don't care to.
It was fun. It was fine for what it was.
Yeah,
I've seen parts of it, yeah.
But if there was, I forgot to mention a Christmas special, the Beavis and Butthead Christmas special. That was a good one. It was a parody of A Christmas Carol and It's a Wonderful Life. That was good. That one was good.
Okay.
I don't know if you're like the Beavis one.
I have to go back. I have to go back and try to find it.
Well, the Beavis one was where it would parody the Christmas Carol, and the Butthead one was It's a Wonderful Life. Like the Beavis one was called Ha Ha Humbug, and the Butthead one was called It's a Miserable Life. Yeah,
That already sounds funny.
yeah. It is
Crazy
fun.
how all of you guys have watched It's a Wonderful Life, and before then, I never seen that movie until I saw the Fairly Odd Parents episode, where the one where Timmy wishes he was never born.
See, that's the thing. I think a lot of us, growing up, we saw the parodies of It's a Wonderful Life
Yeah.
before ever even knowing that it was based on an actual movie.
And well, there was some Christmas episodes I actually do like. The episodes from Thomas the Tank Engine and Shining Time Station.
Oh, I remember the
There you
Thomas
go.
one. It's the only time that the Thomas and his friends ever sing.
Well, I'm talking about like from the classic stuff because
That is the classic one, the one from the '80s. That's what I'm talking about. And I remember the Shining Time Station Christmas one with that girl who has a stuck-up attitude, grows a heart, and sings her solo while everyone's out of control, going nuts.
Oh, there was the Rocco's Modern Life Christmas one where there was a robotic Santa.
There was the Rugrats. There was a bunch of Rugrat ones called the Santa.
Oh yeah,
Experiment.
the one where they put spray dish soap everywhere, and the Rugrats think it's Christmas, but it's actually just soap on the tree.
No, that's not the one. I'm talking about the one with the Santa Experience where Chucky's afraid of Santa and Angelica feels
Oh yeah,
guilty.
that's right. And then the real Santa shows up. I remember that one.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that Rugrats also did Hanukkah, and they did Jewish specials
and
too.
Kwanzaa
and
as well. They did Kwanzaa as well.
Passover. Yeah.
I actually did enjoy that Rugrats tackled all of them. It wasn't just Christmas.
Yeah, and there was also the one called Babies in Toyland, the Rugrats one where the adults are snowed in the cabin because of Stu's snow machine malfunction, and Angelica is just acting like a big brat, taking all the cookies, getting the Santa there. She drives him away, and then she has like a stain in her head, but she learns to be good and everything.
There you go.
Am I the only one that thinks that? Am I the only one that doesn't like Angelica here?
I don't like Angelica either. I liked her better.
I
liked her better in All Grown Up.
I hated Angelica as a kid.
I liked her better in All Grown Up. Actually, she was a lot better in All Grown Up. She was nicer in that, even though she was a con artist, kind of. I still think she was better.
Never really watched All Grown Up.
There was an All Grown Up Christmas special where Kira and Kimmy are stuck in Japan because of a snow incident. And Chucky sees a Christmas tree thrown out in the garbage, and he takes it home with him, only to learn that the owner reported it stolen, and he didn't realize it. Yeah, the Doug Christmas special. I remember the Doug one. I did not like the Doug Christmas special because how they made pork chop, how they treated pork chop in that special.
Well, you know what? We've gone from talking about Christmas specials that we like to Christmas specials and movies that we don't like, and back to mentioning stuff, our leftovers, but it's all stuff that we enjoy. Okay, so thank you, gentlemen, for this nice discussion. For those of you that are listening, hopefully we get this out before the time of Christmas, and we wish all of you a Merry Christmas, and maybe we'll get another podcast in before the end of the year, but if we don't, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm Desert Coyote 22, and thank you for listening.